touches our world. They're pawns in a chess game played by imbeciles. Take care, Zachariah. Take care.
Witajcie w kolejnym odcinku naszego Technomancera. Ostatnio właśnie trafiliśmy do nowej lokacji właśnie tutaj, no i zobaczymy, co tutaj nas czeka, jakie teraz kurcze przygody czekają nowe. Z poprzedniej lokacji nas po prostu wygonili, po prostu powiedzieli wypad. No i tutaj się teraz do tej przyłączą, a w sumie dobrze, bo tamto poprzednie lokacje to był kurczę jakiś system komunistyczny. Myślę, że tutaj będzie o niebo lepiej.
Hey. Hello there, Shadow Brother. I'm Greg. My father's the town preacher. Besides guiding the faith of my father's flock, I am in charge of providing the community soup. A blessed job.
Why so blessed?
It's an honor to care for the countless newcomers to the city who, upon arriving, cannot even buy themselves food. The community soup is free for them and all those in need, with the help of donations. As a refugee yourself, I'm sure you see how great such charity is, how important it is for the survival of your fellow countrymen. Perhaps you would like to make a contribution?
Maybe I should just take a look around, yeah?
Of course, feel free. Just remember, a little donation goes a long way.
You wanted to see me?
Yes. I apologize once again for having to play this role in front of you, but the situation was a difficult one, and I could not risk blowing my cover.
I understand. You're one of Dandolo's spies too?
No. I work for my people, even if Dandolo was a precious ally. I was in Ophir to plan an escape, but it was not exactly what I wanted to tell you about. I would like to offer you my services.
You're also a mercenary?
No, I am not interested in serum, and a technomancer ally, yes. It is rare for mutants to know someone with your talents. So if you need a hand or any information, you know where to find me. And maybe I will ask for your services once in a while.
All right. When did you discover that you were a mutant?
The first symptoms of mutation appeared when I was very young. I must say that I can't really remember very well. My mother noticed them, and she taught me how to hide the marks, even though I think that I didn't know what it meant. She was hoping to keep me close to her, but as soon as the first marks appeared on my face, they spotted me out right away. I will never forget my arrest, how violent they were toward my mother. I was just a kid. I was sent to one of the farms on the outskirts of town. That's where I learned what it meant to be a mutant.
What's the Mutant Nation? You created it, right?
It is a little overblown, but I was one of its founders, among many others. Of course, other mutants were living outside the city as runaway slaves, hidden here and there. stealing whatever they could find in order to survive. A small community had settled in Noctis and benefited from the hospitality of the merchants, who allowed them to move around freely. However, we did not have any way to defend ourselves or plan a future. We were all spread out. A few of us decided to get together. We found a place, a very unique one, and we soon started doing it up, bringing in equipment and erecting houses. As for me, I especially wanted to free as many brothers and sisters as possible. So I went back to Ophir. Then I realized that nobody cared about mutants, especially if they didn't look very smart. I began to help dozens of them escape. And our nation soon began to grow. There are a lot of us now, and I hope that all mutants will be able to live there someday.
Can't go through here.
To wiem, tak pi razy drzwi, gdzie mam się udać. Kurczę, to jest no dosyć fajna, klimatyczna lokacja, no ale trudno tutaj no właśnie dochodzeniu. Tutaj są jakieś takie 2 piętra, nie, więc no to trzeba wchodzić po schodach, schodzić z nich, no ale jakoś się dostałem tutaj do tego wykrzykniku. Hello, it's me.
Hey you. Yes, you. Do you have a moment?
Aha, czyli znowu jakieś zadanie poboczne, moi drodzy. Side quest tak zwany. O! Hej, mam tutaj skrzydeczkę. Co tutaj jest? Bank. Dobra, co chciałeś?
Hey there.
Hello, I'm Brett. And you are?
Zachariah.
A pleasure then, Zachariah. Are you a hunting enthusiast, a trapper, specialist in local species? Maybe a strong fellow like you might be a mixture of them all.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm none of those things.
Ah, well, my hope got the best of me. I've been looking for someone to aid in my studies. A shame. Sure you're not a hunter, or even someone who'd want to try his hand at it? Hey, you! Yes, you! Do you have a moment?
Dobrze, walić go. Pogadajmy teraz. Nie, tutaj miałem coś zrobić, ale... What the fuck? Nie ma nikogo. Aha, kurde. Ale jazda. No to co ja mam zrobić tutaj?
Yes, you! Do you have a moment?
Dobra, pogadam może jeszcze z tym.
Zachariah, how's the hunt?
Can you tell me what's going on?
Yes, of course. You see, the focus of my study is the planet's fauna. All the insects and animals brought by the settlers that have since mutated, much like our own mutants, if not in a more spectacular way. Now, I've studied the most well-known of the creatures, of course, but I have heard of much more rare specimens, which I would go to any lengths to study. It would offer great insight into the animal mutations. Anyone can admire their beauty, but what we need is to understand how they came to be what they are. We need to study their anatomy, but they are, of course, rather dangerous.
So you need a hunter to find them and bring back your specimens. I might be able to help. What are you after?
Well, there is so much. There's a black mole and a shield toad. Also a locust I've named Locusta tempestatus, or more colorfully, the storm locust. It's been spotted in the tunnels beneath Ophir.
Czy jakieś tutaj musimy... jakaś zoologia nam się tutaj odblokowała, jakieś kurcze. No mamy po prostu tam zabić kogoś, nie jakieś tam stworki.
betting against me. Ah, and here comes the rare pearl, the diamond in the rough that my Misha tells me about. Come, young man.
Zagrajmy. Was a lieutenant in abundance.
Then welcome to Noctus Labyrinthus, Zagrajmy, former lieutenant of abundance. I am Dandolo, head of this fair city.
Legendary city of the merchants. Apparently less legend than I thought. Or been told.
But hopefully as glorious as legends proclaim. Regardless, for all who come seeking asylum, it opens its arms to you and your companions. You are free to call it home. Like all who have come before you, you will honor our only request, that you make yourselves useful to our city. I'm sure your skills will place you in high demand. Noctis's first technomancer. Exciting. You'll have all the help you need with Nisha and Lucky, who I believe you've met. We'll give you a room to get some rest. I hear your trip was quite eventful. There is something else. I would like to personally discuss my expectations of you. You hear? War between Abundance and Aurora's winding down. Aurora took Green Hope.
You just left Ophir a few hours ago and didn't hear anything about that.
That really surprise you? Your little censorship office probably hasn't decided what to do with the information yet. No. Don't look at me like that. You don't belong to Abundance anymore. The truce doesn't behoove us. During peace, the corporations become more suspicious of us and our business suffers. Our city could even be discovered, which would be catastrophic. In legend, it must remain.
What do you...
No, let me speak. Your welcome here comes at a price. I want you to attack an Aurora convoy. It's right up your alley.
And why would I do that?
I didn't finish. You will do it in Abundance uniforms, dissolving the truce. Do what you want with the soldiers, but let the civilians live. They need to be witnesses that will report back to Aurora.
So you keep the war going?
Precisely. And while you're at it, bring back the uniforms of the Aurora Technomancers you dispatch. I'm sure I'll find a use for them down the road. Another thing, much more trivial this time, I assure you. The rover you came in on, I'd like you to move it. Put it wherever you want, do whatever you want with it. Just make sure it's not in the way in the canyon. I just don't want Ophir to stumble over the machine and, as a result, find the road that leads here.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Oh yes, one last thing. My spies gave me a little tidbit that might interest you. Right after your escape, the ASC arrested your Technomancer brothers. That's what you call them, right? From Ophir. Their fate's uncertain, but if I was you, I'd be worried for them. If you're worried enough to want to help them, maybe we can set up some sand sails to get you back.
And your help comes at what cost? Assuming it's not out of the kindness of your heart.
Don't be so bitter, Zagrajmy. Business is business, not personal. I just thought a few Technomancers on our side might be useful.
You want to attack a convoy to reignite a war? You know how many people die in those wars? How many are mutilated? Taken prisoner?
Not precisely. But I think I have a clear idea of the numbers, yeah. Every battle has its purpose, Zagrajmy. Abundance has fought Aurora for years for more power. Out of idealism that their philosophies are more righteous than Aurora's. We don't just fight the corporations because of their damned ideals. What we do for our survival. For the survival of the misfits of Mars, the rejected, the poor, the outcasts of corporations. We fight for those who find a home with us, those I promised to protect. This mission worries you, and I get that. I do. Which is why I'm not asking you to attack your old brothers in arms, but rather just carry out the same attacks you did countless times before, under different command.
I don't know how I can move the rover. Pretty damaged.
I'm sure you can find a way to move it up here. Not sure sand sails can help, but maybe you can couple it to some ostriches. Maybe your explorer friend didn't tell you, but Some corporations would start a war to own such a machine. I'd repair it if I were you. Hell, sell it if you don't think you'll ever need it. I'll be honest, though. Rovers offer freedom no other transportation does. Word is, they can even reach the North and South Poles. Just something to think about.
How'd you find out about my brother so quickly?
Well, besides the fact that your accident and eventful arrival slowed you down, my messenger's sand sails make up in speed what they lack in protection. And of course, the arrests of Abundance's most powerful strike forces were worthy of dispatching agents to keep an eye on the situation. You haven't even given a thought to how this disrupts the current balance of forces, have you?
You know why they were arrested?
The official statement is that they were suspected of treason. Victor's pretext, I'm sure. He's a man who hates anything not under his control. Was probably planning this for quite a while. He didn't get what he wanted going at it indirectly, so he just took it head on. Whatever hope you have for their lives, I'd start to come to terms. They're probably being tortured for their secrets as we speak. And as soon as they give them up, they'll be executed. If you care about them...
Czyli to by było na tyle, jeśli chodzi o zaaklimatyzowanie się właśnie w tym mieście, co? Dobra. Na szczęście mogę to zrobić. Co my tutaj mamy? Coś, myślę, ciekawego. Takie tam po prostu przedmioty takie bardziej do craftingowania niż do używania.
Fortunately, this is beyond my skill level.
No niestety, kurczę, za mały level tego otwierania wytrychów. Znaczy otwierania wytrychem, nie? Oj, mam dosyć sporo tutaj zadań rozpoczętych, nie? Czy będzie trzeba zejść gdzieś na... A w sumie tak, tutaj są schody. Wow, to by było ciekawe. Te uniformy jakieś, kurcze. Jakie kurcze siedziska mają, widzieliście? Ciekawe. Nie, to są po prostu jakieś poduszki, nie? Tak jest. Kurcze takie... Jak Turkowie chyba, nie? Oni też to... Zresztą nie wiem. Ale coś tam mają, nie? Jakieś tam na tych poduszkach siedzą, na tych dywanikach.
I know it sounds bad, but what do you think Abundance or Aurora would do if they found our little outcast city? Dandolo may be cruel, but in the end, he only wants what's good for Noctis.
Ale jaja, możemy używać łóżka do zmierzchu. A więc tak, spanie teraz wygląda w ten sposób, że siedzimy, tak? No to nowość.
caravans arrived and it's going straight to the palace again. When will I ever get my delivery?
O kurczę, jak fajny tutaj jest. Fajny klimacik w tym mieście. Siema, mutant.
What do you want, human?
I took the rover all the way down into the canyon. Unfortunately, that's where I hit a wild ostrich, and now the thing won't drive. Heard you might be able to help get it back here.
And why exactly would we want to help you? We who are just monsters to you and your kind, even here. One of us was just lynched. And what did your kind do about it? Nothing. And when we are sick, what one of you would help us even in fair exchange for serum? Why then, answer me, would we help you now?
You've got some sick among you. Maybe I can help. I'm done. Thankfully it wasn't serious, but they're still really weak and need to rest.
You're not like the others. To help us. So yes, we will help you as well, with your vehicle. Saddle the ostriches! We will need time though, as I am sure it is big, and we can only work at night. Give us 12 hours.
Funny and inspiring.
Nie ma to jak kolejne kurcze zadaje na czas. Ja to kurczę uwielbiam, nienawidzę właściwie. Takie misje na czas są okropne.
The most exotic goods on the planet, all here in one stall.
I just need information.
The only information I have is about my goods.
No, nie no, niektóre są lepsze, a niektóre gorsze, nie? Dobra, takie są rzeczy, nie? Nie są jakieś super mega, ale zawsze coś.
The most exotic goods on the planet.
I just need information.
The only information I have is about my goods.
Goodbye then.
It's a shame. I have some wonderful goods.
Shame? Ach, no tak, ten uniform, nie, ale to na to wygląda, że ja będę mógł sobie, musiał sam go sobie, nie, wykupić. No i ona nie da nam go.
The most exotic goods on the planet, all here in one stall.
No, kupiłem sobie to, nie, ale jakieś tak słabo wygląda, szczerze. Dobra, weźmiemy i tak, bo skoro jest lepsze, to trzeba to wyekwipować. A ponadto jeszcze sobie tego. Sobie weźmiemy. Sobie te ubranie nasze, które ja teraz mam na sobie, to też można ulepszać jakoś. Oczywiście też tutaj kurtka też się zmarduje, bo temu damy. Niech on też ma. Nie no, ja mam gana najlepszego, jaką mogę w tej chwili mieć tam. Ale nadal mi niepokoi ten uniform cały, nie? Który tam coś jest z nim. O, i o to chyba chodziło, nie? Jeszcze jeden. I jeszcze jeden. Chyba musiało być 3. Mogę od razu wziąć 3, ale nie wziąłem. Naprawdę słaby ten uniform, ale skoro mamy taki tutaj zadanie, żeby wyekwipować go, no to niech będzie, nie? Ale akurat te ubranko do naszego, no znaczy ta kamizelka, ten uniform pasuje do naszego hełmu, więc jest myślę nawet, nie? Ale kurde wóz to, chciałbym z takim kurczę sobie się przelecieć, kurczę. Dobra, ruszajmy. No i moi drodzy, mamy tutaj szybko podróż, już się właśnie odblokowała. Dzisiaj możemy tutaj podróżować pomiędzy różnymi regionami. Fajnie, podoba mi się. I like this.
So lies anxious.